Hello everyone. I wanted to make a video because recently a couple of people have said to me how much my earlier videos helped them. And what I wanted to make a video about is mental illness. Now, I haven't been quite about my struggle with anorexia and depression, but what I haven't sort of delved into is the extent of the depression, and in a couple of recent events have actually um, sort of spurred me on to want to leave a little message for everyone. So I'll just quickly tell you my story of depression. My focus when I've talked about my mental illness has been on the anorexia, and I just want to focus now just on the depression for this video. When it was about 6 months ago, I probably can pinpoint going downhill with depression. It was a reoccurrence of depression. I've been battling it on and off for about 5 years, but in the last 6, 7, 8 months now, it's probably been it's definitely been at its worst. When I was probably deep in anorexia, but also deep in denial of it, I was really, really down, but I wasn't acknowledging it, you know. I was still functioning, very high functioning. I was still up. I was up at 5 each morning. I was exercising. I was going to work. I was an everyday normal person. I was working full time, you know. Everything was going great in my life. There really wasn't anything structurally to be depressed about, but yet I found myself really, really down. And to the point where there was one day where I can remember it vividly. I used to work in Ballina and live in Lismore, and I was driving home from work. It's about a 30-minute drive, and I just had this thought, you know, what if I let go of the wheel? What would happen? It was only once that it was that once that started it, that I had that thought, and then it was happening quite regularly, and it really got to the point right when I guess I sort of owned up to having anorexia and everything sort of came crashing down. It got to the point where I was pretty scared, not even scared, I was pretty sure that I was going to let go of that wheel driving home. You know, I didn't trust myself behind the wheel of the car to drive home because I was going to let go of that wheel. I don't realize that's pretty dark, but what I want to go into is why. And I want to talk to everyone about sort of the carer's side or the family side of it. You know, when you're caring for someone that's feeling like that, whether you realize it or not, say you are aware of it and they're feeling like that, or it has happened and sadly they have done, you know, that, let go of the wheel, so to speak. I just want to say it's not because of you. It's not because of anything you did or anything you said. I 100% put my whole body and soul behind that it's not because of you. Depression is a selfish illness. It's so selfish. It's so self-centered, and it sounds bad to say that, but that's what it is. It's all about the person. Okay, and I don't mean that in a way that being selfish is a bad thing at all, but that's what depression is. It's a selfish disease. And when I was so sure I was going to let go of that wheel, to the point that I even had let go of the wheel a couple of times, and something stopped me. Something made me grab that wheel back. I can't tell you what that was, but there was something inside of me that was able to do that. But what I want to tell you is it wasn't anything to do with my family or my loved ones. I just wanted it to stop. And when I talk about wanting it to stop, I'm talking about the negative and hurtful thoughts that I was having. You know, the constant worrying I was having about not being good enough, not being successful, not failing, or all of that. All of those thoughts. I wanted to have my energy back. I was feeling drained and tired. You know, I was always wanting to sleep, and I was just over it. I was so over it. And for me, you know, it was the food was my obsession. I just wanted it to end. Okay? And I wasn't thinking about anything other than just wanted that to end. You know, it's an unimaginable disease that you will never understand unless you have been through it. And I say that because I used to be the one that said, I don't understand how people can commit suicide. I don't understand it. You know, don't they see what they're doing to their family? And no, they don't, because it's selfish. Depression is a selfish disease. All you can think about is wanting it to end, because it is so overwhelming and so horrible to go through. So if you have a loved one that is going through depression and you're aware of it, I want you to know that even though they may not be seeking help, no matter how hard you try, they may not be acknowledging it, no matter how hard you try. It may seem that everything you say is the wrong thing, or you can't say anything right, or everything you're doing is falling on deaf ears. Yes, it probably is. Because unless the person is in the right frame of mind to hear it and take it on, it's not going to go in. You know, it was 6 months or longer, 5 years if you look at the whole picture of people, you know, trying to help me and trying to help me through it. And I wasn't ready to hear what I needed to hear to get better. But don't stop. Don't go quiet. There'll be one comment, one day, one gesture, one little thing that you do or say that will just make the difference. One little thing. It will be the thing that you least expect. It will be when you least expect it. But it will be the turning point. Just don't give up on them. Keep trying. You know, it will be so hard. It will be, and they'll fight you every minute of it. But keep going. Keep persisting and keep doing those things that feel like they're not working, because one day I promise it will. Just don't give up. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, if you are suffering from depression or anxiety or anything like that, I know that you feel like no one understands, and you're right, no one understands. I don't understand your pain. I've been through depression, I've been suicidal, and I don't understand your pain. You're correct. No one understands. I know that most days, probably every day, it's a struggle to get out of bed. It legitimately is a struggle. I am legitimizing that feeling for you. That is a struggle to get out of bed. And I know that you can't see a way out. I know that there's only darkness ahead of you when you look. And I know that it all feels too hard. It does feel like that. I know. I'm not saying I understand. I'm just saying that it does. You're right. But what I want you to do, and it's going to seem like the stupidest and the smallest little thing, but every day I want you to do something unexpectedly kind for someone else. Okay, this isn't about, you know, everyone says, you know, think positive thoughts for yourself and concentrate on yourself and that. I want you to externalize your kindness. Do something for someone else every day. Just a little thing. It can be putting your neighbour's bin out. It can be, you know, helping someone with their groceries. It can be just saying something nice to someone at the grocery store. Sending a nice Facebook message if it's too hard to leave your house. Something nice to someone that's unexpected every day. Do it for a week and then tell me how you go with it. That's all. Okay? That's all. That's all I want you to do. I hope this video has been of help to some or to many. I really love everyone sending me messages saying that my videos are really inspiring and helpful. So I hope this one is the same. I'm sorry it's a slumber mood, but I felt like that is what needed to be said at this time. Thank you.